The best smart thermostats for 2020. The best smart thermostat. Ecobee SmartThermostat. Why we picked it? There are a lot of reasons to love the Ecobee SmartThermostat. For starters, the install process is pretty painless. Even if you don't have a C-wire, Ecobee has you covered with a power extender kit included. Plus, the installation instructions are easy to follow and the setup process is quick. The smart thermostat has a responsive touchscreen display with a clean interface. It also has voice control built in via Alexa, like the previous Ecobee. However, with the smart thermostat, Alexa can play podcasts, playlists, news, and music from services like Spotify, and it actually has good sound. You can even use your thermostat for features like Alexa calling, messaging, and drop-in. However, if you're not into Alexa, the Ecobee is also compatible with other platforms like Apple HomeKit, Google Home, SmartThings, and IFTTT. The smart thermostat also comes with a smart sensor. If you have hot or cold spots in your home, the sensor can help even things out and make your home more comfortable. The best budget smart thermostat. Nest Thermostat E. Why we picked it? Nest was seeing a lot of price pressure from its competitors after nearly half a decade at the top of the heap, and that's likely one of the main reasons the Nest Thermostat E came about. With a cheaper retail price than the Learning Thermostat, it retains a good deal of its functionality at the same price point as most mid-range competitors, even though Nest has ditched the iconic metal enclosure for cheaper plastic. That's not to say it looks cheap. If you have white or light-colored walls, the E blends in. The choice to place a diffuse plastic film over the screen gives an almost watercolor-like effect to the display, maintaining its overall subtlety. You won't get some of the internet connectivity features, but to be honest, we don't think you'll miss them. You'll still get the learning features of the more expensive models. It works with other Nest and third-party devices. We firmly believe that the Nest Thermostat E is one of the best budget smart thermostats out there. The best smart thermostat for Google Home. Nest Learning Thermostat 3rd Generation. Why we picked it? We really like the Nest Learning Thermostat because of its learning capabilities. After you install the device and set the temperature you like, the thermostat does the rest. Nest takes note of how you move around your house throughout the week, adjusting the various temperature settings according to the time of day and your habits. With the 3rd generation model, a new set of sensors called Farsight makes this even more accurate. Farsight detects when you enter a room or walk past it up to 5 meters away, a significant improvement over earlier models. Additionally, up to 10 additional sensors can monitor temperatures in other rooms, further optimizing your heating and cooling. You can monitor temperature from a much farther distance thanks to a 3.25-inch screen, a half-inch bigger than previous models. Like any good friend, the device will offer suggestions designed to save you money. Its ability to adjust the temperature of your home a half hour before you arrive from work only furthers its intuitiveness. Google and Nest are under one roof, and you can even find deals where you can get a Nest thermostat and a Google Home Mini bundle. The best Alexa-enabled thermostat. Ecobee E4. Why we picked it? Ecobee 3 was one of our previous favorites for large homes as it allows you to add up to 32 sensors to monitor conditions in large spaces. The Ecobee 4 is essentially the same thermostat in functionality and design, but with an important addition: Amazon's Alexa voice service. Sure, the newer Ecobee Smart Thermostat has an edge over the Ecobee 4 in terms of its Alexa features, but this doesn't mean the Ecobee 4 isn't still a great option. Where the Ecobee 4 still feels a step behind is in its learning capabilities, which is the reason why we'll still give the edge to Nest. Yes, Alexa is a good feature, but you need to remember that the speaker itself is pretty small and on the back of the device, making it okay for voice queries, but not an option to listen to music or anything like that. We would recommend this unit over the Nest to those who might not already have an Echo. Digital assistant technology is one of those things that you just don't know how convenient it is until you've tried it. Putting it in a thermostat is a neat idea since it's always located in a central spot in your home. The best thermostat with HomeKit. Honeywell Lyric. Why we picked it? In a nutshell, the Honeywell Lyric taps into your location and local weather forecasts via Wi-Fi. The circular device will then anticipate potential temperature changes and compensate for the weather, while offering a host of shortcut settings for straightforward programming and operation. The thermostat features 3 standard modes, one for when you're sleeping, one for when you're leaving your home, and another for when you're arriving, all of which you can adjust using the mobile app for iOS and Android devices. The device will adjust accordingly to save you the maximum amount of money, but if you prefer to work outside the box, you can set custom settings to fit your household. Honeywell makes 3 of the 5 thermostats that work with SmartThings, including the Lyric. Much like the new Nest, it works with Alexa, but it can also work with HomeKit, which is something we can't say for Google's Nest thermostat. The smart thermostat with the most features. Johnson Controls Glas. Why we picked it. Looking for a smart thermostat with the most features and flashiest tech? The Glas sets out to impress with a translucent OLED screen, incredible interface and app for control options, and a general design that looks about 100 years ahead of its time. However, as we noted in our review, the Glas has a great design, but many of these features only reach skin deep. Its actual thermostat features are more on par with the rest of today's smart thermostats. The Glas offers schedule programming, occupancy sensors to detect people and set automatic schedules if you want, and compatibility with Alexa, Cortana, and Google Assistant. This compatibility includes built-in software, so you can actually talk to these voice assistants on the thermostat like Ecobee allows, although the quality won't be as good as a dedicated speaker. One of the most unique features Glas brings is indoor air quality monitoring to check not only humidity, but also VOx and CO2. Combine this with outdoor air quality reports on allergens, sunlight, and air quality, and you'll have a great idea just how healthy your air is. The best smart thermostat for window units. Cielo Breez Plus Smart AC Controller. Why we picked it. These days, smart thermostats aren't just for homes with central HVAC systems. Thanks to companies like Cielo Breez, those of us stuck with window air conditioners, ACs on wheels, and mini splits now have smart options for keeping the house comfy in the summer. The Plus works its magic by way of 4 infrared sensors that are built into the thermostat. These sensors interact with the infrared signals produced by your portable AC and its remote control, effectively learning the infrared language of your AC brand. All you have to do is mount the Plus module in the room your air conditioner is located in, connect to Wi-Fi, and your smart controls are up and running. Once you download the Cielo app, you'll be able to power your AC on/off, adjust the temperature, set routines, and more, whether on the go or nestled on the couch. Additional capabilities for Alexa and Google Home let you control your ACs with simple voice commands or with your Alexa and Google Home apps. You can even set temperature and humidity triggers that will automatically power your AC when things get too hot or muggy. The icing on the cake with this non-HVAC savant is that once you've registered your Plus, you can use the thermostat offline to control power, fan speed, and temperature. Your bandwidth will sure be happy.